You have to like it, you know.
This is Paul Catalina's Top 5 at 5:55.
Brought to you by SlapStix Comedy Club. Find out more at slapstickscomedy.com. As a matter of fact, tonight I'm on my way over to SlapStix. We got something going on over there, hanging out and doing some stuff. So things are opening up at SlapStix, and hopefully hit that July 3rd soft opening that we are shooting for at SlapStix Comedy Club. You'll see me there doing a lot of stuff. All right, top 5 performances in a loss. And this is inspired by what you'll see as our number 1 this week, because it was really quite unbelievable. But there are several over the years, and one of them, actually, this is the 13th anniversary of it in the same place. Number 5, Barry Bonds, 2002 World Series. If I thought for sure that the Giants were going to win, because you could not get Bonds out. Obviously, this is also at the peak of his steroid use, but he was still unbelievable. The Angels couldn't get him out, but the Giants couldn't get the Angels out. So,
this is a Rally Monkey.
Yeah,
the
Rally Monkey team. Yeah, the Rally Monkey team. Yeah, and Angels absolutely.
What was his stats? Do you remember?
Hold on, I'll pull them up. Yeah. But yeah, he was unbelievable in that World Series. The Rally Monkey, which I hate to this day, it's stupid monkey, jumping up and down on the screen. I went to an Angels game and they threw it up there. Just annoying.
Are you anti-animals?
No, I'm an anti that particular animal mascot.
You don't have to. The stats aren't that big a deal.
Yeah, so hits. I think he hit 5 home runs in the World Series.
All right.
Yeah. Number 4. Roger Staubach, Super Bowl 13, did about everything he could, and the Cowboys still lost the game.
That was Bradshaw, and
Yeah. It was he just did everything he could. It was unbelievable in the World Series, and the Steelers just, it was in the cards for them to win it.
Yep.
Number 3, Terrell Owens in Super Bowl 29. The Eagles lost this game 24-21 to the Patriots, and it's one of the many feathers in Tom Brady's Super Bowl cap. But it was not for the lacking effort of Terrell Owens, who had been hurt, broke his leg early in the season, and came back and was absolutely crazy good in this game. Over 100 yards receiving. Every time he touched the ball, he made a big play.
That was in Houston, wasn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I was actually rooting for T.O. to win a ring because of how well he played in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he deserved one. McNabb, on the other hand,
yeah.
Whatever you want to believe as far as if he was hungover or he was scared of the moment. I mean, because it was one or the other as far as the reasons for why he was throwing up during the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I mean, T.O. tried to will him to a victory, and I respect the hell out of him for that.
He may have had eaten Spam the night before or something like that.
So. Yeah. Number 2, Rocco Mediate, 2008 U.S. Open.
Read the book.
Pushed Tiger to the absolute limit. I mean, an 18-hole playoff. I remember eating lunch and watching at a sports bar 18 holes of golf the next day on a Monday, and people just in that sports bar just glued to watching and push Tiger to the absolute limit.
Rahm's putts yesterday, I heard someone said earlier, the greatest putts in U.S. Open history. They're among. Tiger on 18 on Sunday to force the playoff was one of the greatest ever, because those greens can be a little bit bumpy, but this was insane.
Yeah, and
this one went.
The other thing is, Rocco Mediate was a fine golfer, but you would not have, if you had picked someone that was going to push Tiger to an 18-hole playoff in the U.S. Open, it was not Rocco Mediate.
John Feinstein wrote a book about this. Mm-hmm. It's like, Are You Kidding Me? Whatever it's called, and I've read it. It's a great book. I learned a lot about Rocco Mediate, his upbringing, and he failed early on as a golfer. That he went to a school in Florida. I think it might have been a junior college or something. Eventually turned his career around.
All right, number 1 just happened on Saturday. Kevin Garnett in Game 7 versus the Bucks.
Durant.
I mean, who says Garnett? Kevin Durant, thank you. Kevin Durant, Game 7 versus the Bucks. My God, he was unbelievable. I mean, just every time it seemed like everything was going in. And then just at the end of the game, one defensive play made.
Drew Holiday did not have the height to stick with him, as far as Durant's so much taller, and he's got those long Spider-Man arms, praying mantis arms.
So they call him the Durantula.
But he did do something. He kind of put his hand up, not in his face, but he kind of put it in between his arms instead of blocking it like this. And I wonder if that kind of affected Durant, who hit some crazy shots throughout his life. He's great.
Well, and look, if I'm the Nets and I've got Durant doing what he did in these playoffs, and I didn't advance. I've got to really look inward to like, what do you have to change style-wise or whatever? If you chalk it up to Kyrie was hurt and James Harden was playing at about 60%, maybe so, but it just shows you that you can build all the super teams in the world, but sometimes it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
winning championships is hard. I mean, if it was all about just the players on your team, then Texas would have like 10 Big 12 titles, and the Cowboys would have 17 Super Bowls, and this
18,
and that.
They'd have 18.
But you actually got to be able to do all the intangibles as well. And so, put a super team together. But if there's not health involved, or if there's not fully healthy bodies available, that's going to hurt anybody, no matter who you are, especially when you rely on, 3 guys in particular, and 2 of them are 2 of the guys that are banged up. So it's all about the team. And Durant did all he could, and he is fantastic. He might be the best basketball player in the world right now, but not sad the Brooklyn Nets are out of it. I will say that.
Nor I.
Thanks to George Miley